I'm also a big believer in something that myself and my Democrat colleague Jared Golden are advancing, to open up primaries to allow independents to vote. Primary used to be a noun. Now it's a verb. Now it's something you do to somebody.
Right.
And I cannot tell you how many of my colleagues go on the floor. We call them the vote no, hope yes crowd, where they know voting for something is the right thing to do. For Democrats, it's border security. For Republicans, it's Ukraine. Take your pick on issues. And because they're worried about their primary, they vote no on a bill that they know is the right thing to do. Because in a lot of these states, I believe over half, if you dare to register independent, you are told in 1 out of 2 elections, you're not welcome to vote in the primary. So envision this scenario. You could be a 98-year-old World War II veteran who stormed the beaches of Normandy and saved civilization, and you register independent in a country that was founded on independence, and you go to the polls and you're told in 1 out of every 2 elections, you're not welcome here.
Right.
That is insane. And I think not only is it will cure an injustice, but allowing independents to vote in primaries will allow more moderates to emerge from the primaries and not these extremists. All these are creating problems that Tom and I see that are jamming up the system.
We have 435 seats in Congress. Of the 435 seats in Congress, 380 of those seats are safe seats. You can't lose.
Right.
Because they're gerrymandered, they're drawn. You pack all the Republicans and 190 seats over here.
Well, you can't lose if it's gerrymandered to your political party, but you could be, to Brian's point, you could be primary.
You could lose a primary. That's the only way you could lose, is a scandal or
That's
a primary.
right. That's the threat, is you'll lose your job.
And nobody votes in the primaries, as Brian just pointed out. Less than 15% of the people vote in the primaries.
Right.
So when you hear the crazy stuff coming out of Republicans' voices or the crazy stuff coming out of Democrats' voices, they're usually pandering to that small base of people that vote in the primary, because they don't have to listen to the people of the whole population, because they're going to win the general election. They only have to listen to this small group that can kick them out in the one way they can lose, which is in a primary. So they pander to those extremes instead of talking to the people generally. One of the reasons that Brian and I are the way we are is because we're constitutionally made this way, but also politically, we have to listen to both sides because we wouldn't win otherwise.